Be getting there soon. Of course, I don't see anything happening yet, but that's kind of how it goes, so we shall see. I see nothing happening. Don't know if we're even live. Don't know. So if you're piling in here, let's see. I think we're live. Here we go. Yeah, it looks like we're going live. Just a little bit of a delay like there always is. And hey, it's me. I'm back. Chip XRP Minute. Back on the air. We were taken off the air by it was self-imposed, and it wasn't too long. What I'm trying to do is find my chat window. There we go. Let's see if it puts out an alert. I don't see anybody in here right now, but let's see what's happening. It says I'm live. We'll see what's happening. I got to go ahead and check let me check the phone to see if anything's live. I'm just getting the bugs worked out here. It says that I'm live. Yeah, it looks like I'm live here. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Annalise is there. Hey, what's going on, Annalise? Long time. Simon is coming in. What's going on? Oh, I'm echoing. That's weird. Huh. Don't know why I'm echoing. Oh, I may know why I'm echoing. Let's see. I got a brand new rig set up. I'm trying to figure it out. So you're just going to have to give me a second or two. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that worked out. Huh. I don't know what's going on. What's going on, brah? XRP. So am I still echoing? Sounds like there's a little bit of an echo there. Hey, what's going on, Carl? Am I echoing? What the hell? Let's see. I don't know why I would be echoing, but there's a possibility. That is weird. I don't know why I'm echoing. That's really weird. So guys, I got a brand new setup here, right? So as I'm trying to get the setup, what's up, Venture? Yeah, new rig. Yeah, please hold. You know how this goes. This is like the worst thing to set up, this damn thing. So I don't know what the hell is going on. The only thing that's new is the computer. I had to reload everything. It's a major thing. So I'm echoing. It could be echoing a little bit, but you're hearing a lot of feedback, like a lot of echo going on. Let me see. I probably should turn on my phone here. Let's see if we're echoing. What the heck here? Let me see if this is echoing that bad. Let me look at this. Let me see if it's echoing that bad. Yeah, it's echoing a little bit, but it's not bad. I think more of it has to do with the room than anything else. So thank you for popping in. Look, this is just going to be like a little bit of a test stream. I want to kind of test out the gear. I want to make sure everything's cool. I have an echo. Yeah, I don't know what the echo's coming from because I don't even hear the echo on the live stream, so I don't hear any of it. So let me see. Oh yeah, it seems like there's an extra mic in there somewhere, and I don't know where that's coming from. Check the audio on OBS. Yeah, I'm checking the audio on the OBS. Unfortunately, I only have one mic in here, so let me double check. I've got that. You know what? Let's see. Whoa, that happened. That was weird. Oops, oopsie. Let's see. I don't know where the echo is coming from. I only have one mic hooked up. That's what's really bizarre. Let me try this and tell me if it improves. Okay, so tell me if that improves a little bit. That might have changed it. Don't know if it's changed it or not. It still sounds like me, yeah. Echo, man. Echo. Yeah, we're echoing, so I don't know. I don't know. What's going on, Jade? Another speaker feedback coming through. I don't. That's the weird thing. I don't. Is it still echoing? Are we still getting echo? Better. Okay, so yeah, so I think I did fix it. Yeah, I think I fixed the issue. Distance? No, it's not distance, because if I get any closer, I'll be licking the mic, which tastes weird. I didn't actually really lick it, but it's kind of fun to make it look like I licked it. But no, it could be the room at this point. I don't know. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Sounds like you jumped inside of a barrel. I've been inside of a barrel forever, Venture. I mean, I've been living in a barrel. I don't know what's going on. Let me see. Let me monitor this myself. Let's see what's happening. That's really... Yeah, it does seem like a weird sort of a thing going on there. I don't know. We'll probably get. What I'll do is I'll probably record some videos and get it hooked up. Although it shouldn't be echoing so bad. Who knows? I don't know. Minimal. Who knows? It's okay. We're gonna go through this together, okay? You and we're gonna go through it together. We're gonna make it happen. So let's see what's going on here. I wanted to, like I said, test it out. But let's just say I was doing a live stream and it wasn't echoing. We didn't have audio problems. I would simply say, hey, Chip here with the XRP Minute, and now let's get ready to bring it back on. Let's do it. Chip here with the XRP Minute. We are back. How are we back? We're back in a big way. We're back on an echo way. We are simply back with the magic. So here we are. Got the XRP background going on there. Got my cool little turntable. I'll be doing some, and a little bit later I'll be doing a little scratching. And we might even turn on the, holy cow, where am I? We might even turn on that TV, put a little old I Love Lucy episode on or something. By the way, just a little side adjunct, I did see a really cool Johnny Carson the other night. Desi Arnaz was on there, and it's like they had like Bob Hope on there. It was like all these like greats from the big old day. What's going on, Matt Richter? How are you? Annalise is in here. Who else? Jade, XRP Venture. What am I missing? I think that's it. Yeah, we have Jeff's at the control board. He's running the on the live. Shout out to everyone in the room. You know who you are. I just shouted them all out. Jeff and Connie's here. Yeah, Connie's here. What's up, Connie? How are you? So let's see. Let's test the gear a little bit further, right? So let's see if this is working. Let's see. Yeah, check that out. So it is working. This is good. So I wanted to talk about this. Sologenic launched a new partnership. Zum, and I think that's how we pronounce it, Zum. But this is Vitsavin's new thing he's rolling out. It has the XRP toolkit in support of Solo on the Ledger and Trezor wallet. So Sologenic, as you know, they came out with their own Solo token. It's pretty cool. We had Reza Basharsh on here. We interviewed him. It was great having him on the chain here. And we went through a number of different questions and answers about what they're doing and how they're tokenizing stocks. So this is a brand new sort of a partnership that just came out. It came out like a day ago. It's a platform developed by Vitsavin's team, his XRPL Labs, based on the XRP Ledger, the Zoom app. It's been tested by a closed circle of developers, and Zoom allows its users to sign, track crypto transactions, and have access to the banking services such as fiat and the future version of the app. Now, the Solo core team collaboration with Zoom will see the application integrated on the decentralized Solo wallet for signing transactions, Solo and tokenized assets. That's the stocks and ETFs. They're also going to be available on Zoom. Commenting on Twitter, Vitsavin said, that'll mean that you can actually use the Solo ecosystem while using the Zoom for signing transactions without ever entering your secret password. So they're just going to kind of ease the friction point there. I don't know. I mean, when you're setting up new computers and downloading software, I have to go through an enormous amount of putting the passwords back in, what do I need to download, and you got to do all this stuff. So what's going to happen is it's ultimately going to bring, it's just one more, I guess, notch in the evolution of mass adoption. We always talk about mass adoption, but when you start seeing things happen, especially in the community that we live in, the XRP community, also through another partnership with Sologenic, Toho Labs will ensure assets are issued on the XRP Ledger, including Solo stocks and ETFs. So Bob Rass, creator of Sologenic, or the co-creator, I should say, along with Reza, he came out and said, he put a video showing Solo transactions being signed down by both the Nano and the Trezor devices. And this is all good stuff. So I'd like to see that these guys are moving forward. And if you actually take a look at the Sologenic website, you'll notice that there's a very interesting advisor there. His name is none other than Vitsavin, and it's very cool to see him as an advisor. So he's been advising, and now he's really, really involved in the project. What am I saying? So what do you have? Simon Bank Freely. I like that. Simon / Bank Freely. You need a fold speaker, Solo a stable coin. I don't know what the heck that means. So what else we have on the horizon here? What else are we doing here? So let's take a look at this. So Coinbase is making a lot of waves. Coinbase nears a Japanese license approval with the JVCEA membership. So they joined Japan's Self-Regulatory Crypto Association, known as the, and this rolls right off your tongue, right? You say this like, forget about 3 times fast, the JVCEA as a second-class member
of the license in hopes to attain the license. So again, they're going after this license. This is an article on Blockonomy, I should say. U.S. crypto exchange giant Coinbase is now the latest member of the Japan Virtual Currency Exchange Association, self-regulatory organization for the country's cryptocurrency and market. If you listen to Crypto Eddie, you know that Japan has probably been making a lot of, as far as leading the way. And you have other countries too that are doing some interesting stuff. You have Bermuda. I was almost at the Bahamas, which is, man, you could be in the Bahamas. If I jump in a boat right now, I can be in the Bahamas in probably like 45 minutes. That's how close it is off the coast here. But Bermuda, they've got a young prime minister, and they're making some very big waves. So let me see, what did I want to get to here? Coinbase, Japan, and the works. Yeah, possibly. So back in 2018, U.S. crypto exchange Behemoth announced plans to enter the market. So this is all ultimately pretty good news, I think, when we look at this on a bigger scale. When we're looking at mass adoption, when we're talking about getting out there, Coinbase is eventually going to be everywhere. Recently we've talked about different crypto exchanges. We always talk about that, Jeff and I, on the channel. And if you watch Jerry Hall, he'll talk about exchanges. Now, one of the things that I personally like about Coinbase is how they went down the regulatory path. And I'm also very strong and bullish on Uphold. I like Uphold and what they're doing now. They're taking sort of a different path, but I have to say that I'm really liking both of these. And I know, there's going to be the criticism of Coinbase. I know you have the, Jeff, you didn't miss anything. Thank you for popping in here. Nothing really happened except the big echo. There's still some audio things to be worked out here. But there's a couple little things that have to still be worked out. So I'm going to do a small abridge. Whoa, that did not happen, Venture, you're killing me, man. I did not get naked, but hey, you never know, man. There's always 2021. We'll see what happens. So anyways, I like this. This is all big news for the community. And hey, if you got any questions, let's throw them out there too. What's up, Phoenix Starborn? What's going on over there? Fefbro on the chain come up with one question. Which Corvette? Oh, when Corvette 01. Yeah, 01's pretty solid. That is a very good question, man, and I'm not going to go there right now, but I got to say, it depends what you need for that 01. I know what they're approximately and how big your bag is, and I might be able to make a better prediction there. It might not be the prediction you're looking for, but it's going to be a prediction. He has TP in Australia. Okay, well, thanks for sharing that, Phoenix Starborn. That's beautiful. So Germany's financial regulator weighs in on crypto custody. So again, you see things that are going on in Germany. This is one of the few countries that's really working diligently to enhance the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So whether it stems from the recognition of the digital currency in the future or just an effort to protect consumers, the initiatives of the country launches are helping to make the Bitcoin space and other cryptos. As you guys know, I'm announcing it right here. You knew it, you guessed it. I've always been bullish on Bitcoin, but I have been better known as an altcoin maxi. That's right, I'm big on altcoins. But don't rule out the Bitcoin or the Bitcom, depending if you're in Congress and you're not paying attention, you don't have a clue in life, then you would call it the Bitcom. So you have to be careful about the Bitcoms. The Bitcoms are interesting. So a publication today, basically, let me just sum this up, this article. What's happening here is the regulators, they're talking about it. It's a good thing, but they're still kind of a little bit far off. So that's that article right there. Let's look at this. And every time I do that, I lose my chat, which is very weird. So does Ripple have what it takes to be the Amazon of crypto? And that was kind of the thumbnail that I led with tonight. There's been a lot of talk based on Brad Garlinghouse. They're going to expand. I kind of want to weigh into my 2 cents in this. So Ripple's continuing to expand across the globe, and this was in what is this, Finance Magnets magazine here, whatever it is, this publication. So they're basically going on and they're saying what's holding it back. So you guys remember Brad Garlinghouse had made a statement saying he hopes in 5 years that we're not just Amazon books, we're Amazon, he said in an interview with CNN. So, guys, this goes back to Amazon rolling out as a bookstore. And I remember when it rolled out, people are like, wait a minute, you're going to go buy a book on Amazon, some company, some fly-by-night company that just popped up a bookstore? Why would you do that? And I remember people saying that because I was a pretty early adopter of Amazon books, as it was known back in the day. And I would go on there and people are like, well, man, you can just go like 3 blocks down and just go get a book. I'm like, yeah, but it's cool. It's the convenience. So like, are you that lazy, man? Is that a first world problem? You can't get in your car, you can't walk 3 blocks, walk in and get a book. I go, but suppose they don't have the book. So this was kind of the early kind of things that I did with friends of mine. They were like, I don't believe this, you're that freaking lazy, you can't get in your car, you can't walk. And I was like, no, man, the whole thing is about, back then it was about adoption, right? And I ran into an old friend of mine on the street. Back in the day, he used to do some 3D animation. He's like, hey, man, what are you doing? I told him, man, I'm building websites and doing some cool stuff. He's like, what do we mean? He goes, well, isn't that kind of a fad? Now, is it the same kind of stuff we hear today? Isn't that a fad? Yeah, well, it could be a fad. Isn't crypto a fad? Oh, yeah, I've heard about that, Bitcoin. It's a scam. It got hacked. They always talk about Mt. Gox. Yeah, I've heard about that. People lost everything. And when I bring it back to what happened in the early days of the internet, and people saying, oh, it's never going to catch on, and I was like, man, you'll be able to do your banking on here. You'll be buying stuff on here. You'll be doing everything, you know? And they're like, yeah, maybe someday, maybe in 10 years. Well, it happened a lot sooner, and Amazon did the brilliant thing of dropping the book. So I think where Garlinghouse is really going here, and I think this, and the reason I wanted to bring this up tonight and on this and kind of chat about this a little bit is because I think that people miss the point of this. If Amazon was known as Amazon Books, 13, 14 years on, who would care, right? It might be the internet's or the world's most successful bookstore, but that's not the path they chose. Jeff Bezos took another path. They started seeing other opportunities. Well, wait a minute, can we sell other goods on here? And when they needed a backbone to basically run the structure of all this mass that they were accumulating, and what about third-party sellers? And what about this? And as they started expanding, they built AWS. When they built AWS, they built it to basically solve an internal problem. Now, if you look, most websites today, I'm in a tech company. All of our websites work basically on AWS, and it basically powers the entire internet. Any enterprise level. Now, it's going to be one of the 3. So the number 1, you have AWS. The number 2, you have IBM, which is weird. And then the number 3 player is Google. Okay, you think that's weird, but Google got into the game late. And one of the things about AWS that's really cool. What's up, Digital Asset Conductor? How are you? One of the things that's really cool about what they do is you can spin up a service. Suppose you're moving a bunch of stuff. Suppose you spin up a service just to do that one little tiny thing. Spin it up for a day, 2 days, and then you can close it out. Suppose you're going to expand. The idea, what I'm trying to get at here, is that the same way Amazon is not known for their books. When you tell people that they started out as a bookstore, most people don't know that. They may have heard the story, they may have saw a video, and what Garlinghouse is really saying here is they're not going to be known as just the player, the banker's coin, right? Hey, we're all fantastically excited about this banker's coin. Why are we excited about it? Because we know the use case and we understand it. That's what Ripple's known for now. But what happens in 5 years when you start adding in the interoperability, right? This is one of the things that makes XRP the perfect bridge currency. And if you saw what happened out in Colorado when they had this Ethereum sort of session, and there was a lot of big news blowing up on that, and you even saw a lot of coverage about Ethereum in the news, right? So people are flocking to saying, hey man, this is pretty cool. But we know it's cool, right? We get it, we know the drill. But it was really interesting to see how the media reacted to it, and also the entire DeFi space, because it was like, whoa. So now, if you look at how many projects that are built on Ethereum blockchain, right? You've got Ether, but then you have the ERC20 coins, you have all of this infrastructure, smart contracts. All the building that happened in the last couple of years really happened around the Ethereum blockchain. Now, we're talking about payments or that bridge, we have XRP. And ultimately, this is what Garlinghouse was going for, right? Will they be known as the banker's coin, or will they expand into other things? And we brought this up, and I've just brought it up a number of times. Do we care if I grab my app, I get on it, and let's say I send Annalise a payment. I'm like, yeah, I owe her some money or whatever, and I just boop, 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 boop. Now, the app could be called whatever, flavor of the week, whatever. It could be my bank, whatever. Let's see, B of A, whatever. It doesn't matter. But I load it up. I'm on my phone. I flip it open, I put it in, and I send it. Who cares? Does the person sending it know that it uses XRP? It's not really that important that they know that. And this is what I love about Garlinghouse, is that he's always looking to the future. They have a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, and even though they've been out there 7 years, they're still called and referred to as a startup. They're way past startup. They're way past that. When you come out, when you're one of the few Silicon Valley companies, and especially in the fintech space, that has a $10 billion valuation, then you have eclipsed that whole startup. There aren't any startups anymore that are hitting that 10 billion mark. So that's what I would say. What's going on with VetBro? Control wearing. Okay, so you guys are starting to wear. So yeah, we're talking about the coronavirus, right? So a buddy of mine pinged me from the UK today. He was all worried about, what's going on. I said, I'm not worried yet. And, I brought up the fact that 10,000 people this year alone passed away. They died from the coronavirus in the United States. And I know the numbers of the problem with this coronavirus, the problem with this is the fact that you can have it for almost a month without even knowing about it. You'd be like, oh, how you doing? Hey, I'm good, I'm fine, I'm good. And meanwhile, you're basically giving it to everybody along the way. And that could be potentially a sort of a large issue, right? This article goes on to say that integrating and connecting with banks is an important part of Ripple's growth strategy around the world. Yeah, that's true. But if you look at some of the other ones that came out of, let's say Coil, for example. Coil spun up out of there. Look at what they're testing, their use case as far as streaming the payments, right? Streaming payments, and you see that there's a lot of different use cases. And I suspect over the next 10 months to like a year and a half, you're going to see other companies come up. They're going to spin up new use cases that really don't pertain. If you think about it, Coil and paying creators really doesn't have anything to do with the banker's coin. And I think this is really where Garlinghouse was going on this whole thing. And what article would be complete if they don't mention JP Morgan Chase's JPM coin, which will only be used inside. So at Status, he put out this tweet: Ripple's XRP designed for intra payments and settlements. The World Economic Forum report on central bank digital currencies. So if you look at this, the most relevant for the CBDC, check that out. He even puts the big old red arrow so you can see that. Examples: JPM coin or Ripple's XRP. And they actually got it right. It is Ripple's XRP. But the JPM coin, what other institutions are going to use it when it's tied to JP Morgan? So I think that's the only downside of the strategy. I don't think any bank trusts any other bank to use their coin. Essentially, I think it's going to be far and few between. XRP Ripple guy basically retweeted that and said, hey, my guess is interbank JPM coin will not bridge between competing banks. See definition of interbank XRP versus intrabank JPM. Interbank is taking place between banks. So XRP under Crow at Status said, hey, I agree. That's exactly what Brad was talking about years ago. Banks like JPM coin are so-called walled gardens, and we know that David Schwartz is really always talks about these walled gardens. When you live in this closed ecosystem, you're not solving that fragmented cross-border banking problem, right? Because you're solving your own internal problem. You've created a clever way by saying, oh, we're bullish on cryptocurrency. We have a JPM coin. We're able to move money from Miami to Tokyo. We're able to move money inside our bank. That's great. But I think Status hits it right on the head right here when he talks about they're not solving that problem, right? They're solving an internal issue of the problem, but it's not going to be used across the board. Ripple's also named across Ethereum by the Central Bank of France as a possible alternative blockchain for certain parts of CBDC. Attributes of a unit of the CBDC may be integrated in a crypto asset circling on another blockchain, which is possible on Ethereum and Ripple. There you go, Ethereum and Ripple. It would be possible to use this unit on the blockchain, the report said. And then Crypto Wolf, who's everywhere, Ripple mentioned by France's central bank. So he basically put out a tweet, which is probably where this article and these guys first heard about this. So when you see some of the positive things that are really kind of happening out in the space, and I want to dive into the chat a little bit. What are we seeing here? Let's go. Let's scroll up a little bit peer-to-peer. VetBro says, yeah, that's one post says snakes killed more on February 10th than the virus. Ha ha ha. Yeah, some walled garden coin. What else do you have, Dan? Darcy B says, we're still having doubts. What's up, Crypto Insomniac? I hope you're in a place where it's like 3 in the morning, you really can't sleep, and that name is so appropriate. Quick fact, lightning kills an average of 49 people each year in the US. Wow. So what does that translate? And I would probably surmise that 47 of those people are playing golf, right? 4, and then, it seems to me like I'm always here. This happens a lot in Florida. You're sitting there, it's a bright day, everything's fun. You're like waving at people like, hey, how's everybody doing? Everyone's having fun, right? Next thing you know, and we actually have a golf course we live on, so you hear the siren go off. And if you're not familiar with the siren, it's like an air raid, and that basically means there's lightning in the area. They'll play all day with the thunder, with with raindrops, but as soon as they hear that bell, and people start running, because that's when you have lightning in the area, and that's when it gets I have to admit, a little bit on the scary side. And so we look for, so there's something called Farmville, and they're amongst the first to secure a patent to use blockchain in connection with AG data, which is agricultural data licensing. So if you guys know anything what it takes to get a patent, I'm not sure when this was actually filed, but Agriculture's independent data company known as Farmville today announced that the United States Patent and Trademark Office issued them a patent. I'm not going to get into what number that is, but it's a distributed transaction-based security of tracking agricultural, machine, and agronomic data. Think about this. So this was probably filed, or it takes a long time. It takes years sometimes to get a patent. So this is kind of good for the space, because we're seeing, it doesn't really matter what this is, but it's a big deal and significant to their portfolio, because it demonstrates the team's ongoing dedication, innovation, invention, and establishing protocols that guide and ensure data provenance, tracking, and security for data monetization. Wow, there's a lot of buzzwords going on in this particular thing, but again, farmers using this data store exchange will now have even more secure and transparent way of selling data and managing it, right? Because they're basically managing on the blockchain, and they have the patent for this particular sort of a use case, but I would imagine it really applies more to the data. I haven't really dug that deep inside of it, but if you just look at the fact that they retain the exclusive right to use blockchain distributed ledgers to track electronic agricultural data. So it's a race, man. It's a race to the top. And you see every single sector doing something. On Jerry Hall's show today, there was an interesting product bringing basically blockchain to the firearms sort of area. Rob McNeely was on today. I don't know if you guys saw that, but Rob McNeely, I don't know, Jeff, if you're still listening, but if you want to post a link to that, man, it was a very, very interesting use case, because if you go buy a firearm, especially in the United States, sometimes it can cost anywhere from 4 to 6%. And when you think about that, that's really putting the seller into kind of a really high stakes sort of a taking any kind of payment. And then there's always the threat of a particular chargeback. Let's pop back over here. Let me see if I can. Holy cow! Where's my mouse? My mouse is here somewhere. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we're back. So what I was saying about this, you can pop that in there if you're there. Crypto and guns. Yeah, it's on the other channel. If you guys look at just XRP, what is it called? We have On the Chain and On the Chain Live. So On the Chain, it was a one-on-one with Jerry Hall. Rob McNeely went one-on-one with him today. Really, I mean, if you guys want to look at a really fascinating use case, this is it. You look at agriculture. Start looking at almost any sector you can come up with. We talked about cars. We've talked about, boats. Everything you can imagine. Now, think about it like this. Let's look back a year ago. A year, 2 years, if you've been around this long enough, you realize that it wasn't as prevalent as it is today, right? I mean, the kind of use cases we're seeing. Jerry Hall did you hear name burning? I was just talking about you. Yeah, the junior channel. It's not it's not really the junior channel. It's just that this is where we do live stuff. And the reason being, we do live and premieres on this channel, and we do uploads on the other channel. That's why I'm streaming here. But Jerry, can you drop that link in there for the guns and crypto? Oh, there it is, right there. There it is on the chain live. You guys look at that. Click on that. Watch a little bit of that. I think it's just absolutely fascinating. I love this interview that Jerry did. And one of the coolest things about doing this kind of stuff is that we're all learning this together, right? We're all doing this together. You guys are coming here sharing stuff. We're continually sharing stuff on Twitter. But I listened to an interview that Jerry did with Rob McNeely today. I'm thinking this is absolutely a phenomenal use case, right? So you've got agriculture, you've got firearms. What's going to be the next big thing to hit? And when you start seeing a patent, when you're granted a patent, I've been in that realm before. It's first of all, you get a lawyer up. There's a lot of lawyers. There's trademark attorneys. There's patent attorneys, and they specialize in this. What they're really specializing is in basically taking your money as much as they can. Look at that, I'm going transparent here. It's taking that out of your bank account, and they just pull it, and you go like, well, I just sent you a check for $9 grand. And they're like, oh no, we're gonna need another 10 grand. No, we need another 15 grand. No, we need this, we need that. And that's kind of what it is. So when I see that they already secured the patent, this was filed years ago. That really bodes well for the entire space. XRP Venture, hola amigo. Hola amigo, pura vida, that's the one, that's right Jerry? That's what we say down in Costa Rica when we're down there. Of course, I'm never down there. I'm over here anchoring in Miami with Jeff, holding on the ship. We're basically protecting the U.S. from Cuba, just in case, so we get our blockchain ready and the firearms ready. Fab says, anyone else, Chad or Jeff, can't see both at the same time, or is that me? Whoa. What does that mean all about? Yeah. Pura vida. That means something about pure life or something like that, but I think it's a greeting, right? More like a long life or something along those lines. Who knows? I know it's the same they say down there. So if you're coming to that chat, you're just coming here, look, we're doing a little bit of testing some new equipment today, trying to get everything worked out. We had some bugs, we might have some sound difficulties, but just want to start doing this. And so the thought is that XRP Minute will be back on the air, doing probably one live stream, at least one live stream, maybe one every other week, but doing it, I'm looking to do it on Wednesday nights. Thursday nights, we generally have a deep dive. Deep dive is with Jeff. And what the heck's that guy's name? What's his name? Boy, I can't think of his name. I want to see it test you guys, see if you know who Jeff does the deep dive with. You know who it is. Yep, none other than DNI, Digital Nomad Investors. Yeah, so DNI, cool thing was, I don't know if you guys saw this, but he was sharing some live stuff. Not when he actually got married, but at his wedding. He was at the reception. He was walking around. I saw the largest cake I've ever seen in my life. It was like 6 stories tall. You needed like a special ladders to get up there to cut a piece off of it. It was really a lot of fun. And if you want to go look at DNI, I think it's and its channel is still up there. But DNI and Jeff do this. And I know it wasn't going last week, so I think that Jeff is going to be doing a live stream tomorrow night in its place, because we want to keep that time slot. But generally every Thursday at 10, we're going to have the deep dive, and that's with Jeff and Digital Nomad Investor. As you know, Saturday mornings, usually around 6, is when Jerry Hall drops the new video, the one-on-one. And I really want to say that if you are looking for some really interesting content, you want to run in the background, let's say you got a 30-minute, 40-minute, 50-minute commute to kill. Throw that on the background, man. The conversation is invigorating, and he always Jerry has a way of pulling stuff out of people, right? The way he interviews them, he just he comes up with the right question just to kind of like give him a little tickle, under the chin or something. And then the next thing you know, they're spilling their guts. But it is good, and he always does a phenomenal interview. And I gotta say, the last couple have been just, outstanding. They've been a lot of fun. I like listening to them in the background, usually on a commute or when I'm driving or I'm out walking the dogs. So I would recommend that highly. So so apparently, Jeff, you will be streaming tomorrow night. I've already set you up, man. Everyone's counting on you to do it. You didn't know this, but I'm saying, hey, man, we gotta have content. We must have content. And as Queen once sang, the show must go on, which it always must go on at some point, right? And so Breaking News is here. What's up? Oh, crap, an echo. Yeah, I don't know what that says. I got to do some more deep diving on that myself. I don't know why it's echoing, but the only thing I can surmise is that there's something. Oh, hang on a second. You know what? I think I might have just said, I think Brady just said something here. Hang on. Hang on a second, Brady. Let me see. Guys, tell me if that fixed it. Did that fix it? Did that fix it? Give me some thumbs up. I think that might have fixed it. I think the problem, this is kind of weird. There was like a mic, another mic in here somewhere. I don't even know where it came from. But essentially, let me know if that fixed it. Yeah, God, that man. Brady, why do you show up at the Brady? Why don't you show up a little bit early? You come in with the oh crap and echo, and I happen to glance out of that at the corner of my eyes. Man, you guys are awesome for putting up with that. Oh yeah. But Brady's all over that, man. And Brady, I think I've talked about this before, but Jeff and I had the pleasure of meeting Brady. He was actually down in South Florida. We got together for a little bit of lunch, turned into a nice conversation. Really had a really good time. All right, we're getting the thumbs up and stuff. Yeah, fixed. This is second mic going. No. The problem with it is that it doesn't show up in the sources. And it shows up nowhere in there. However, on the audio mixer, it's there. So I basically just killed the sound there. So we knew there was 2 of them in there, but I might have been looking in the wrong place, which happens from time to time. You're going to look in the wrong place. It happens. So that'll happen. Connie, thank you so much. Subscribe and notifications. Yeah, and then if you're not on that other channel, go check out the other channel. And usually we'll have it up in the description. But yeah, Brady comes in, says, oh crap, an echo. And I happen to look down. So there is a space on the scroll mixer that I look up, and there's something called a mic slash auxiliary. I don't even know why that's there. I don't even know how it got there, but it's there. And I probably should have been looking in the audio mixer to begin. All I did was kill the sound. I really need just to remove it. I don't even know why it's in here, but how's the sound now? Everyone liking the sound? Is it good? Are you feeling good about it? How you feeling? How's everybody feeling? Zach Zankovsky? Thoughts on the Hedera hash graph? Wow, that's a lot. That's pretty heavy for the end of the stream, Zach. No, I don't have any. I don't have any immediate thoughts on it. But what are your thoughts, Zach? Let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to talk about sound is crisp and clear, beautiful. That's good. Good, man, because the camera's working nice. Things are starting to get a little bit worked out, and yeah, I'm just I don't know what happened, man. But sometimes when you're trying to stream and click buttons and stuff. And then Brady drops the bam, and then, he's like, oh, crap. And I'm like, you can't upset Brady, man. You got to have everything cool, you know what I mean? So Crypto Faring is here. Hey, from Thailand, what's going on? Crypto Faring, we were just talking about Digital Nomad Investor, who's also in Thailand. We're just talking about his wedding, which was pretty cool. I don't know if you guys, did anybody see DNI's wedding? He streamed that, I believe, last Saturday or Sunday. Might have been last Sunday, maybe, or Saturday. I think it was Saturday. That was good. What's good, Thailand? So yeah, so anyway, this was meant to be just like a little kind of a talk here and there. Please let Jeff know he was right. Jeff, you were right. Yeah, well, I knew there was probably a second mic in there, but it's not showing up, so I don't even know how to delete it. But I do know how to kill the sound, so I just basically took that slider and I killed it. But it's weird because it's not in here anywhere, and that's the part that's freaking me out. I might just have to add it and then delete it. So I don't know how that works. H-bar seems like it could challenge. Okay, yeah, I know one. I don't know enough about the project. I've just read some limited stuff on it. I know that it's really fast. Is that the one? Is that the project that Simon, that Charlie Lee was tweeting about? I saw a bunch of tweets going back and forth, spinning some records in that deck. Yeah, got to get the little headset with it. Do some spinning. Do a little bit of rapping. Jeff's gonna rap some stuff in the background. He likes to do some rap, some just improv stuff. He just likes to go off the cuff, start improving, and gotta get the hat, put the hat on, a little hat action here like this, just like that, and just and get that spinning, It's an old record player, I like to put my Partridge Family records on back there. I play my old Beatles records on that thing. It's got the mic's all scratched up. The records sound horrible. It's just, I don't recommend it. Yeah. Congratulations to DNI. Absolutely. Absolutamente, as they say down in Costa Rica. Play chip is a band joke. Play chip. What was it? Banjo coin. Banjo coin. Banjo. A banjo coin. I got it. I get what you're saying. I get where you're going on that one. So how much time have we eclipsed here? That's the weird thing. You lose track of the time. Holy cow, it's 11:11. We're going to get out of here. I don't know what time it is over in Thailand right now. And over in, Anne, are you in Australia or are you in the Netherlands? I never can figure out where you are. Or the Philippines. I don't know. You're always bouncing all over the place. Digital Asking Doctor, a lot of people didn't care for the tokenomics of Hedera. Last I heard, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on about that. I've heard some intermittent stuff. What was the one Charlie Lee was on a tirade about the other day? How he was like, oh, this is so much better, and they're going to challenge XRP and blah, blah, blah. What most people don't realize is, yeah, there might be a challenge, but the infrastructure it takes to basically put together what happens on with the Ripple level. Because remember, Ripple's in the software game. Ripple is in making software that can be used essentially for the XRP. But again, it's not like you just click a button and it happens. It has to be set up. Banks have to be set up with it to be able to move stuff from one place to another. There's a lot that goes into it. So yeah, if you want to get 7 years of programming and coding and setting up an infrastructure, you can say that you can move the coin, but there's a lot more about that I'd have to see. Donny Osmond's a little bit country. That's right. I'm a little bit country. I'm a little bit rock and roll. Yeah, that was a great song. And Venture, I don't know if you remember, they used to sign off with a very cool song at the end. And it was something like, let tomorrow be a perfect day. May you find love and laughter along the way. May God keep you in his tender care till he brings us together again. Good night, everybody. And that was it. That was what they used to sing. Of course, they used to sing it, and that was actually a pretty fun little Mark Sorrell. Yeah, great to see you. Hey, Mark. Mark, good to see you, man. What's up? Good evening. Good evening. Good to see you, Mark. Good to see you, Mark. Yeah, you didn't remember that? Well, you know what? I'm going to find that. I'm going to send it to you, Venture. You will remember. I guarantee you, when you hear it, you'll be like, oh, yeah, it's just synonymous with good night, John Boy, good night, Sue Ellen, and all the rest of the clan. Something like that. I watched when I was a little kid. I used to watch the reruns of that thing. It was pretty boring, actually, but I used to like the Donnie and Marie show. That was fun. We need to meet up in Florida. Yeah, we definitely need to do that. So, Mark, you're in Miami, from what I understand. I know we've had some conversations on the DM. Not to be confused with the DL, which is the down low. We're the DM, the direct message, not the DL, right? Yeah, we definitely will have to meet up at some point, man. We definitely will. H-Bar Council is very impressive. That's good. We'll have to take a look at that. We'll have to good. That's what I like about this. We were learning together. You're bringing up good stuff. Yeah, in Brickell. Yeah, I used to work down in Brickell back in the day. Actually, in the 90s, late 90s, I worked in Brickell. And I drove from Deerfield. And I don't recommend that to anybody. It's a pretty long drive. But, yeah, I did it for about 2 years, whatever. The office was right down in Brickell Ave. So, beautiful place. Love it down there. What's Ripple done to solve the privacy problem? Well, depends on what we're talking about and how we describe privacy. That's a big, big part of what we did. Laugh In was great. That's right. Sock it to me, right? That was fun. Yeah, there was a lot of weird stuff going on in the 60s, man. I heard rumors that Mark is planning a South Florida meetup. Yeah, Mark, this is going around. We heard that you're planning this meetup down in Brickell Ave. It just started. I just heard it right now. It turns out on the chain live. It could be Jeff spurting that, but it's very possible. But I wonder, guys, like if we had a big meetup down here, we had a meetup, we brought some blockchain companies, to come speak, different people doing stuff in and around blockchain and or XRP. How would that sound, guys? How would that be? To maybe do that. Have a big meetup, at some cool place, people could fly in for it. I'm thinking it has to be in the wintertime because that's how we get all the snowbirds, all the people from the northern part to come down here. That's how we would do it. We would bring them in. It's like, come on, man. Like, man, I don't think I want to go to Miami. You're like, let's think about this. It's 3 below zero where you are, and it's 90 degrees here. Of course, we're talking Fahrenheit, but the equivalent is it's 0 degrees there, and it's about 24. So there you go. It's like, where do you want to spend your time? And hopefully I got those numbers right. And if I didn't, somebody will call me on it because I can always count on you guys to basically call me on something. But anyway, this was a very cool test stream. Already picked out a hotel for the meetup. It's in Hollywood Cirque Hotel. What about that new guitar hotel, Jeff? That new guitar hotel that's down there? They basically, well, I call it a half a guitar because they stopped at the neck. It was like a really cool thing. Let's take a look at this together. But I think this would be the perfect place here. It's called the Hollywood, Florida Guitar Hotel. Let's take a look at this puppy. Where is this? Let's see what we got here. There it is. There she is. Let's put a picture of this bad boy. Yeah, so take a look at this puppy. So this is it. Holy cow, that's, yeah, so check this out. You can now stay at the world's first guitar shaped. But here's the thing, you see right up here, it ends right there. It's kind of weird. Now at night, these are all lights, they all flash, does this really cool stuff. It's actually pretty impressive. It's cool. And then when you're driving on the highway, it's weird seeing like this giant lit up guitar. Nice little rooms, also has a casino there, but check this out. That might be a little bit too big for our meetup, but no, it's a cool little place, you know, hipster little place. And there is an overhead shot right there. There's a, the other hotel is famous for a celebrity. Anna Nicole Smith passed away at the hotel. And I don't know if they show it from here, but there's also another hotel that she passed away, and yeah, that's actually was a that's what made this place famous, I guess, for a celebrity. But anyway, let's look back here. Let's see what else they have. Let's see. Yeah, here you can kind of see it at night. That doesn't really do it justice, but you can see like with this picture right here, rotating things and all kinds of really cool hip things happen there. Yeah, the Hard Rock Cafe. I think that might be a fun place to have it. It is cool, but you know, I guess like they couldn't go higher than the with the guitar. Now they do have lights that shoot out of this, but man, it's like to me, I mean, the body is not even the important part. It's the neck. The neck is what you're playing, you know. You know, and it's like it's just so I guess you just bang on it like this. So the strings light up. Let's see if we can find a video about this bad boy. Hollywood Hotel video nights. Let's see if we can see like what this puppy looks like. Let's see, will this work? Let's see what this looks like. This will play here. Great. A commercial. No thanks. Let's see. Let me just move that away for a second. Oh, I can't. It's all right. Let's see if this does any. There you go. So yeah, it's kind of close, but you can kind of see that this will just pulsate and do weird stuff all night. I'm trying to get to an interesting part. It's a little bit too close. So there you go. But look at this, man. This is what the guitar does, right? So these are all basic rooms you can stay in around here. And I don't know if you're sleeping and you see everything blinking out there, but the programming that goes on, and it seems like it's infinite, the stuff that it does. It's really pretty cool. Let me see if they got some other patterns going on there. Yeah, sometimes the strings will just be lit. Sometimes it'll be pulsating. It's a very, there you go. Check this out, man. It's infinite. Whatever you can think of, you can program this bad boy. Pretty amazing, right? Hey, check it out, the XRP minute streaming. Look at that, check it out. Yeah, look at this. I mean, that's blockchain right there. This looks like they're streaming XRP payments from all over the world. Boom, and it's getting into the guitar strings and it's going up to the guitar gods. Hendrix is enjoying a little XRP up there in heaven. I like it. Let's see. Is that a video too? No, I think we're done with the videos. Anyway, that was, I just wanted to show that because we got off on a really wicked tangent, which I'm really awesome at doing. But since we talk about where we're going to have our meetups at, right? It is a Seminole Hard Rock Cafe. Yep, that's exactly what it's called. Drive by there all the time. Now, I haven't been there. I think they opened it up a couple months. Jeff would know this better than I do because it's closer to where he is. But they opened it up, and I have not been there. Mark, have you been there? Sorella, you been there? Frederick Derrick, what's up? The Matrix? Yeah, it's kind of cool. Streaming that payments. Yeah, that would be awesome, man. That would be awesome. Can you imagine that? It's a really, man, I got to tell you, hang on a second. I want to see if this is any good. You need a faraway shot to really get sort of the idea behind it. There you go. Look at, there you go, peeps. Look at that. That's what you really started getting the size of this. Look at this. This is about 5 stories. You really get how tall that is. Wow, that's a beautiful one. That is absolutely gorgeous right there. Yeah, this I should have put this one on. I didn't know this video was there. But when you see it from above, probably some drone footage here. Check that out, man. That is bad. Look at that. It's not phenomenal. Yeah, so now people are stoked. We got to have it there. We got to put it in the guitar. You can slide down the strings at night. I don't recommend that, but this has become a place that's just it's pretty large, and it's run by the Seminole tribe of Florida. Seminole Indians, you know, and that's one of the reasons that we can have casinos in Florida. It's not like Vegas, but again, it's really weird. There's a casino probably about 8 minutes from my house, and I don't ever go there. It's a smaller casino. It's nothing like this, but it's the local Indian tribes that run them. They have authorized to get the licenses. So this is a pretty cool thing. I'm really jazzed about this one, man. I like this drone footage. You can just see that it's infinite. Yeah, I don't think we've seen one pattern, you know, fly by. Now the weird thing about it is when you're watching it from here, what you don't see behind us is a highway, and this is a regular city. It's not like scenic, like you're overlooking an ocean or water or anything. Other than the water that they have there, it's nothing like that. But it is pretty cool. Look how far away we are now, and just really get how cool that looks. Check that out, that pattern, man. All right, let's stop that puppy. Let's go back over here if we can, and let's go full screen. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize I wasn't showing that too. Did I not realize that? Here we go. I don't know if you guys saw any of this stuff. I think I forgot to flip baback over. I haven't live streamed in months. I'm trying to get the bugs worked out. There we go. There we go, guys. Sorry, I don't even know if I was playing that. Doesn't seem like it. But yeah, was I playing that? Who knows? Yeah, good night, Brady. Guys, I'm going to get out of here myself. I just wanted to do this one. Thank you for entertaining me and coming in here and doing all that good stuff. And